They say you shouldn't wake a sleeping bear, let them rest, or else you face the consequences. But what about a titan, the size of a mountain, looming over any and everything, completely dominating his domain? What happens when you tempt that? Let's see what happens to those who dare question the greatness of League of Legends Titan, Faker.
Demon King rebuilt his throne with the skulls of his enemies. Faker!
Many people have come and gone that have questioned the unkillable Demon King's greatness, either to get in his head or to boost their own confidence. But none was more iconic than Jensen's tweet, "Can't wait to clap Faker." The tweet was ahead of their group stage matchup at the 2016 World Championship, their first matchup against each other. Jensen was an incredibly talented young mid laner and the centerpiece of one of the most iconic teams coming out of the North American region.
One of the advantages of having Rek'Sai.
And it was a
you might get him. He won't quite die to the poison, I don't think. Oh, he got him! So there as well, looks for Jensen. He's got onto the back line, and it's going to be the attempt to peel. Here comes Bjergsen in as well. Svenskar gets out. They picked off one of the carries. Now it's just up to Jensen, and he's got Bjergsen on top of him. He is trying to take him out to save this fight. A quick Zonya's pop, then double it, picks off Smoothie. It's 2 already for TSM, but Bjergsen running down. He will bleed out, and that's not a good thing for TSM. Haunter's next impact is there with a killing spree because they kept Jensen alive.
Bullets are being fired across. Sneaky eats another spear. They chase forward, long range engage. As Shrimp gets scooped back, Shrimp goes down, but Ray's in the back line. Sneaky is burning down. Will he be able to kite away with his life? He does. Jensen gets the double kill as the snare misses. There's the equalizer on cooldown. Sneaky kites it back as Ray goes down, and Apex have been
Jensen is burning them down. He can chase. He's not a quadra. He's going for the
pentakill. He's going to try to chase it down.
Pentakill for Jensen!
He was eager to test his talents against the game's best.
Coming into this matchup, Jensen is well aware that he's got to be the best to beat the best.
I'm obviously the most excited to play against Faker because he's, like I said earlier, the most respected mid laners of everyone. So playing against him is like, if you want to prove yourself, you have to beat Faker, and that's like one opportunity I get. So that's what I want to do.
I feel like he had slightly stronger words in his tweet earlier, but we'll see how he matches up here.
And it did not go at all as he expected.
Here, that W from Jace. You eat all that damage and then a Q. That is a short trade window where Jace wants to excel. Laners seem to be able to go even though. Unless Bengi can find an opening here.
Yeah, Jensen kind of got poked down. He does have some, so Faker's going to get the stun. Lands it, Bengi flashes forward, and first blood goes to Elise.
The disrespect from Jensen. He saw the QE come out. He saw Elise on his screen, and at that point you need to know, this is chain CC with flash available. You have to just respect the fact that you got outlane, that you got a flash. Repeated for SKT. They need to poke down C9 before they fight here. Jensen finally flashes.
It's too late. He flashed the stun, but the ulti still killed him.
Never finished your color point while Faker's going for an all-in, Creppo. It seems like a long time ago, Creppo. They won MSI, but that was after a weak season where they started slow, got better. Jensen potentially getting zoned off his own turret.
This is gross from Faker, just completely shutting out Jensen.
Yeah, C9, they're playing a similar style as they did in playoffs, where they leave Impact on an island.
Oh, good stun again. Faker looking for the all-in. Jensen does get the stun, but Wolf is here to complete it.
In their group.
Well, Jensen again gonna get all in by Faker. That ultimate's easy cleanup. Faker another kill now. Funnily enough, his jungler and support have taken most in this game, but still an impressive scoreline, and the pressure he's exerted on this lane is absurd. Re-engaged, that's so much damage from the Jace. Duke gonna get himself exhausted and knocked off, and Jensen flashing out trying to kite the team, but Cloud9 might have made something happen, but Faker grabs a double in and amongst all the chaos. Impact finds his way back into the fight, but I think now he's got a little too far forward.
Yeah, I can see exactly how strong the was. Impact drops down. Team fight was strong for C9, and this could happen on even goal.
Wolf claims another victim, and with 4 dead, SK Telecom will take down Cloud9.
Big win for SK Telecom. Mind the gap is what they say right here, because the gap didn't look any closer in this particular game. SKT in full control ever since that very early kill for Faker over Jensen. They snowballed it well. They know how to play with a gold lead. They didn't find many in summer season. Found their first one at Worlds and looked great doing it.
Faker demolished the matchup, both in lane and throughout the rest of the game. Whether Faker paid much attention to the tweet or not, he made it clear that there was still quite a gap between the two mid laners. Although it was obvious Jensen's tweet wasn't malicious in intent, the results sure were. The next name on the list is another smug young European mid laner, one might say the smuggest of them all. When Perkz and G2 joined the European LCS in 2016, they took the region by storm, winning multiple splits in a row, and Perkz himself gained a reputation for being a strong laner and an even stronger playmaker for the team.
With the range from Mystic, Asho tags him down. Dazzle, 90 caliber nets, not enough range. She has joined the fight. He's roamed first. Trick, Cosmic Radiance buys a few seconds. He's running for his life.
Expect he's behind, coming for the flank.
Almost gets taken out. The left ray. Perkz gets a kill. Now the exhaust onto Shia. Expect gets the
They're gonna get more.
She is down. Triple kills of Perkz and G2.
So when he entered MSI 2017, although he was cautious of G2's expectations, he still threw in a couple jokes and statements that may have rubbed some fans the wrong way.
He said I should ask you if you're better than Faker. So, so what are your thoughts on this subject?
That's very not nice for me to.
Yeah, I mean, Mithy threw it out there. I like to field questions from people's teammates. No.
I like to think that by the end of the year that people will call Faker Baby Perkz.
Okay,
So.
there we go. There we go.
Well, it certainly rubbed SKT and Faker the wrong way. Joke or not, there is Faker, and everyone else is a baby in front of him. Their matchup in the finals was highly competitive at the time, with Perkz more than holding his own, especially in lane.
At this tournament, Trick is able to get through the very end of that acceleration gate, by the way, to get into range here. And Perkz, no hesitation, flashing over blind. Yes, it's a possibility that Peanut could be there, but he sees it in his eyes, the kill onto Faker, and he goes for it.
But ultimately, Faker's experience and ability to navigate skirmishes and team fights pushed SKT over the edge.
They get in at first with all the knock-up, but then the Rumble forces back away, and it's Faker just diving in with Rooney and Peanut. Aggressive move from him, so even with Perkz killing the mod lane of SKT, because Faker played so aggressive in the fight, SKT had enough damage to take down the back line of G2.
Yeah, and even just trying to count the time there that G2 spent knocked up by SK Telecom crowd control.
They actually walked into that Galio ulti. They could have stepped away from
here in the mid lane. Perkz though.
But equalizer, Perkz does have the ability to flash away, but a perfect charge flash from Faker. He is
that equalizer.
Let's see what they can get. Take a look at the play, flashes for, lands the charm, Perkz knocked up as well, the damage should be there, Shockwave is a complete air ball. More coming.
They fell into SKT traps, and now the trap is closing.
In between the turrets, they're going for more. Sven is dead already in the list. Not much else to do. Here comes Smith, he's got the shield, but it's not going to be living him for much longer. The chase is on, and it's going to be a kill in the championship. G2's redemption is nice, but SKT going through the crucible of the mid-season invitational to lock it down as the best team in the world, and SKT are once again the champions!
It was a perfect ending. Faker reminded everyone once again that he was the one to beat, and Perkz left the match humbled, but more experienced, ready to have his iconic legendary moment on the international stage the next year.
The G2 dynasty will be defined by taking down RNG.
The next on the list wasn't just one individual player, but a team. LSB in 2021 was a team with multiple young new players to the LCK with potential, but they quickly found themselves on the bad side of community sentiment when a video was released showing the team potentially mocking Faker for his emotional response following his defeat at Worlds 2017. Anyone who has been following League for a while knows what a powerful moment that was to see the unkillable Demon King be dethroned on the highest stage. Him crying there was not weakness, but displaying his passion for the game. Something that many high-level competitors in sports can understand. So LSB's decision to seemingly make light of the situation in a culture that already frowns upon such behavior when it pertains to one's elders warranted the response that came next. And that was a 3-0 shellacking at the hands of Faker and T1. A beatdown for the ages.
Right? And I don't love playing Kalista.
This is not great, as Teddy, of course, with a Frost Shot, going to be very happy. Even manages to get the ward down. There's the flash. The follow flash comes through, and Teddy, welcome back to the main roster. No, oh my goodness, into the backline goes the cannon. The lightning is cutting them down. The Emperor's Divide's beautiful. The wombo combo, amazing from T1, as Fate will have to flash away. Summit in trouble as well, and the flashes to follow Fate will mean that he can't get out. The arrow is going to connect, but it's onto Effort, who had his ulti, but I think the T1's wallets are just a little bit too heavy, as into the backline goes Canna and eviscerates the members of Live Sandbox. Is now Summit. He's going to have to get out of there. T1 immediately on top of him, though, as Canna just blocking the rest of Live Sandbox out of the area. He will sacrifice himself for it, as Faker just watches as the hook doesn't connect, and now he's got his cooldowns back. Heartbreaker comes forward, Effort going to be taken down, and now it's just the resets to come through. Faker collects another kill, and Sandbox are falling apart.
Coming into full force, a very split up fight as Croco.
Yep. Oh no. Faker should be able to finish him off here, as the Diana is going to fall. Owner's going to be able to get the resets, and now Fate is going to be in trouble as well. The Haymaker does absolutely nothing. Summit trying to come forward looking for more, but maybe he's just put himself in position to be taken down here. On Prince is now Effort desperately trying to keep these turrets alive, but T1, they are one-track focused. They want this 3-0. Hook is going to connect onto Faker, but it's not going to be enough, and T1, despite everything that happened in the mid to later game.
That went from, okay, super high, like 10 shot calling to just devolving into everyone screaming tower.
Yeah, tower, tower, tower.
It was a 3-0 victory, so I'm pretty much satisfied with the result, and we will prepare for the upcoming match.
And finally, we have last year's World Championships, JDG versus T1, one of the most iconic and hyped matchups in LOL history. JDG on the road to doing something no one, including Faker, had ever done before. T1 hoping to stop it. Faker claims all roads lead to him, and Knight, the man who had convinced many that he was superior to Faker, claimed he was going to end the era of Korean mid laners. One of the most important matches in both mid laners' careers, and it was Faker that rose to the occasion. With this man threatening to take his place, take his glory, Faker said no and denied Knight like he had done to so many different mid laners at Worlds.
And the heal is good in lane, but once you get out, it is very tough not to have the cleanse.
Dave's on the flank. Dave's inside. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the flank against Ruler. Owner goes in! And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover is damn well hostile. T1 looking to leave no survivors alive. He's ignited this. The entire team will get absolutely nothing. T1 in the clutch are too damn clean. Faker predicts Ruler's flash. Under the pressure, JDG's hope dwindling. They've taken down BLG. They've taken down LNG. It is not LPL versus LCK. It is T1 versus the LPL. And they like those odds as they move to finals.
And topped it off by lifting his 4th Worlds trophy, solidifying his legacy even further. Faker is not someone who gets challenged often. In most cases, he's revered and even feared by his comrades, but these examples do speak for themselves. It's clear that challenging the throne of the greatness is not always wise, and that's definitely the case when you're dealing with Faker. He may not say much or care much about your words, but he will definitely crush your dreams all the same. So maybe not poking the bear isn't such a bad idea after all.